Every time she texts, your chest tightens. Every exchange day, your peace disappears. You tell yourself you'd moved on, but your emotions say otherwise. The truth is your ex doesn't control you. Your nervous system does. In this episode, I want to show you how to take your peace back. Not by fighting her, but by mastering you. So welcome aboard. Welcome to the Rebuild. I'm your host, founder of Divorced Dads of America. It's where faith meets frameworks for fathers ready to rise again. Join the Ascent Brotherhood. All these frameworks and systems I talk about, they're all in there. Follow Divorced Dads of America on Instagram. Every day there's something in there that's providing value and systems and frameworks so you can rebuild. Look, the mission here, we're rebuilding 1 million dads, transforming their life and their legacy. That's why you're here. This isn't an easy road. It's a hard road, but everything is hard. Life is hard. Let's choose your hard. So I want to dig into this a little bit because your mind is being rented out in areas that you don't want it to be rented out. Your ex is acquiring space in your mind, and you're allowing it, and you're giving into it, and these networks and these patterns, the neuroscience, the loops in here are causing it. And I get it. I've been there. I've been in the pain. I talk to thousands of dads, 1,000 every month, and it's similar. And they say, how do I stop it? How do I stop it? How do I stop thinking about her? Some of you may miss your ex. Maybe you didn't want the marriage to end, and you're thinking about her, or you're thinking about her with somebody else. I get it. Or you're thinking about things she's saying about you. Some of you dads I talk to, you've had your ex smear you. Online, offline, in the community, whatever it might be, and it's demoralizing. And she's occupying space in your mind that can go out elsewhere and other places. I want to address that. The event and the situation does not equal your emotion. Belief creates emotion. Your thoughts are the ancestors of your feelings. And so you're reacting to the story you tell yourself about your ex. That is simply what's happening. Like, Anthony, how do I change that? You got to change the perspective. There's times when you might go outside and I know at a friend's house, they have a beautiful sunset view. And if I go out by the pool, I can see it. But if I go to the other side of the house, I can't see it. I can't see the sunset. I can see it's bright, but I can't see the sunset. Somehow, in some way, you have to shift that. You have to renew your mind. You have to transform your mind. You have to see it differently, from a different angle. Neuroscience says it like this. The amygdala stores emotional memory, and that's why triggers feel physical. One way to do this is by breathing, reframing, and quiet it. Just simply by breathing. That's one way to do it. I use another method, and I use scriptures, confession decks. Many of my clients will know this that I work with. We create decks, affirmation decks, confession decks. What's on those? What are they saying? Those decks say who we are, what our identity is. They point you to who you're becoming all the time. So I'll talk to dads, have myself. I've got a deck in my kitchen. I got a deck in my car. I got a deck in my shower. Why? Because I want to see what it is that I'm becoming. I want to see that my mind is being renewed, and I'm doing the renewing of my mind through my mouth. Scripture says, out of the abundance of our heart, our mouth speaks. Scriptures also tell us that life and death is in the power of your tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. Well, I want to eat good fruit. I want to eat the greatness of what I'm becoming. I don't want to eat all this baggage, all of this occupying of the mind from my ex. I want good thoughts, grateful thoughts, futuristic thoughts, positive things, right? So that's some of the neuroscience. That's some of the data. That's some of the psychology behind it. You're saying, how do I do this? Well, we're creating decks. We're creating structure. We're creating things of what we're becoming. You have a vision. You have a mission. Now we build that out each and every day so that when the thoughts come, it's not if they come, it's when they come. Scripture says we take that thought captive. Many of you guys know that I'll ask you to write down all of the negative thoughts. And in particular, if it's regarding your ex and what's being said about you, we're going to write those down. Many of those are limiting beliefs. Those are destructive thoughts that drain your energy. You will not be able to be at your peak performance when you're thinking about those things. And the data and the science is proving that. So John 14:27 says, "My peace I give to you, not as the world gives. Don't let your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." Fear is one of the biggest drainers of your energy. And there's when you're moving forward and when you're at that level and at that place, you need all the energy you can get. Energy is finite. It's going to run out. So we need to make sure that we're doing those things and doing those things right. I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a reflection. Before we do that, I'm going to give you quickly the FAST system of how it applies specifically for taking back your peace. First, you have to do is focus. We go through the FAST system. First is focus. Catch your triggers. What I said earlier, write them down. What was it? What happened? Why did that happen? Why did that trigger you? You've got to capture it. Don't let it run away. We're going to capture it, analyze this thing. We're going to tear this thing apart. We're going to re-engineer that thought into the next step. Awareness is notice the physical response before the verbal reaction. Notice the physical response. When you get a text from somebody, from your ex, does it get you anxious? Do you get worried? You get fearful? Think about that. Why? Why is your body reacting in that way? Why? Because it believes that every time that happens, there's been negative thoughts, that negative things that have happened. Maybe you're separated from your child. Maybe you've had court. Maybe the cops. Maybe you've been arrested. All of those things can happen. We need to re-engineer those thoughts. You got to get it out. Notice the physical response. Third is strategy. Either a breathing exercise in that moment. Pause and reframe. What would a leader do right now? Again, it goes back to vision. Who are you becoming? Right? What does that person do in that situation? Do they shrug it off? Do they let it go? If you've forgiven that person, you let it go. Hey, that's not what I'm dealing with. I'm going to wait on responding. I'm going to wait on that reaction. Why? What is my reaction? My reaction is peace. I want peace. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to think peaceful thoughts. I'm going to look at the good things about what's around me, the gratefulness. You're going to re-engineer that response. Transformation is you stop reacting to her and you start responding to who? Who God's created you to be. What God has for you. Your real identity. That is the transformation. So here's the challenge and reflection. 72 hour. We're going to call this the Peace Under Pressure Challenge. 72 hour. No defensive reactions to text or tone. Only respond once you've paused and prayed. Only respond once you've paused and prayed. You know what? The email can wait. The text can wait. Can it wait a few hours? Can you wait those things? You guys know that you need to wait. We want peace here. We want peace. And there's sometimes, guys, when, you know what? Peace is better than just being right. You can have peace, you can be right. You can't have both. And I don't mean that you get steamrolled and you lose time with your kids. No. You're responding in grace, in kindness, in love. Okay. 3 questions you can hit. Get these in your journal. Write them down. Expand your mind. Expand your perspective. Expand your world. They start with this. What story do you tell yourself when your ex is acting out? What are the words? What are some of those destructive, there may be bitterness, there may be resentment. I'm getting this kind of nudge about just vindictive, just malicious. Those are things we got to get out. Those are things you need to look at, respond to. We need to transform those thoughts, transform those words. 2, how often are you fighting for control instead of clarity? Hey, instead of reacting, hey, what did you mean by this? Can you maybe explain a little bit further so I can understand better? Ask more questions. Become more curious. Allow them to fully share what's going on. Right? You're not going to get it all right, but you can be better. And we can grow. Why? It's not just for you transforming. It's for your children. You are a man of peace. You have all of those gifts, all of those skills. You're going to walk right into it. Thirdly, would your kids say you bring peace or pressure into the room? And be honest. If it's pressure, if you want more peace, what does that look like? What does that take? What does that mean? Are you setting up your home in a place of peace? Is it organized? Is it peaceful? One of the things that I do with my children every single week is I write them notes when they come in. I have the space very clean. I want them to feel peaceful. I want them to feel orderly. I want them to feel at home. I want to feel joyful. I want them to feel friendly. There's certain music that'll play in those situations. I want peace, and I want them to feel peace in every way. I know you do too. Two things before we go. One, if you're looking for some of these worksheets and some of this stuff to get it aligned, work it out. Thoughts, framework, systems. Go to the Brotherhood, the Ascent group. Link is in the description. If you're on Instagram, follow Divorced Dads of America. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're hearing. Let me know what questions, comments you have. You're going to be better because of this. You're going to be better because you're leveling up. You're going to be better because you're doing hard things. Love you guys. God bless you. See you on the next one.